more legal trouble this morning for accused wife killer Drew Peterson. A judge has denied a motion for a change of venue in his murder trial. The former police officer charged with killing his third wife and remains the sole suspect in the disappearance of his fourth. ABC's Barbara Pinto has the latest.
For Drew Peterson, the former police officer now charged with murder, it was a bad day in court. Not only did a judge refuse to move the highly publicized trial to another county, the court also upheld a new law that would admit hearsay as evidence, essentially allowing Peterson's third wife, Kathleen Savio, to testify from the grave about her belief that Peterson wanted to kill her.
We still believe that a jury is going to be able to differentiate between gossip and real evidence.
Savio was found dead in a dry bathtub with a bloody gash in her skull. Peterson, who has gained 20 pounds since going to prison in May, is also the key suspect in the disappearance of his fourth wife, Stacy. And now Lisa Wall, the daughter of wife number 2, Vicky Connolly, is co-writing a book detailing the years of abuse and bullying she says both she and her mother suffered at the hands of her former stepfather. Among the claims,
within a month or two of being married, he put a gun to her head after she informed him that she would not love him more than she loved Lisa.
The upcoming book, just the latest in Drew Peterson's troubles. For Good Morning America, Barbara Pinto, ABC News, Chicago.
And joining us now and speaking out in a GMA exclusive for the very first time about Drew Peterson is the woman who was his stepdaughter for 10 years, Lisa Ward. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. So your mother, Vicky Connolly, married Drew when you were 8, and you lived under his roof until you were 18 or so. So what goes through your mind when you see him today?
First impressions are right. I always thought he was a jerk. Is that he's how am I supposed to feel? You know, this man who raised me, that was married to my mother, is being accused of murdering a woman, and that's a horrible feeling. Horrible.
How did he treat your mother?
He was abusive towards her.
Physically?
Physically, mentally, verbally, everything.
Did you see it?
Saw it, heard it.
And what eventually was the straw to break the back? Why did she leave him?
I think she had confronted him on cheating. I think that was finally it.
Did he ever threaten her life?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear those types of threats, but once all this had come out, she had told me that, yes, he did threaten her life as well.
How did he treat you?
He was very strict. I grew up very strict, kind of military type style. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I had physical punishments.
Physical punishment? Mm-hmm. He was a police officer at the time.
Yes.
Did he instill in you any sort of innate sense of right and wrong, morality? Was that a big part of the way you were raised?
Yes. I was raised to be very respectful. What I thought he was teaching me morals and what was supposed to be right, obviously he did not know morals himself because he wouldn't be in this position that he's in now.
Your biological father was in your life?
Yes.
As a child?
Yes.
Was there tension between him and Drew?
Yes. Drew did not like the fact that my father was involved in my life. Drew did not want me to have anything to do with my father. He wanted to be my father and did not like the fact that I would not accept him as my father.
Did he use his authority to go after him?
Yes.
How?
Whenever my father would try and get me, and I don't want to say every time, but majority of the time, if my father would try and get me, he would pull my father over when he was coming into town and delay his visitation with me. So if he wasn't there, let's say by 6 o'clock, 20 minutes later, oh, I guess your dad doesn't want to come and see you. So it was a power trip that he was on.
Right. So when you learned of the death of his third wife, Kathleen Savio, what was your reaction? What was your mother's reaction?
If he could have done it.
You instantly suspected him?
Not instantly, but that kind of thought goes through your mind. I know that they were having a hard time going through their divorce. She's a very strong-willed woman, and it just makes you wonder if that could have been a possibility. We did think that.
So bottom line, do you believe Drew Peterson murdered Kathleen Savio and Stacy Peterson?
I believe anything is possible with him.
Why come out now? Why hold your silence this long and speak now?
Why these people that are being victimized by these abusers, why they stay in this type of situation is completely wrong. I saw my mom be abused by him for years, and she just allowed it. I think that all these people, all these women and men that are being abused need to stop that violence. That's what's made me come out.
Lisa Ward, we appreciate you being here this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hope to see you again.
Thank you.